Welcome back! In this lesson, we are going to discuss where the Salesforce Service Cloud fits in all the products that Salesforce offers and what functionalities it brings to the table. This way, you will be able to know precisely what you get out of the box and where everything fits together. That will help you dramatically with your subsequent administration of a Service Cloud instance. The first thing we need to look at is where Service Cloud fits in the larger Salesforce ecosystem. Everything you get from Salesforce is built on top of their cloud infrastructure. Just imagine gigantic data centers spread around the globe with top-notch security, backups, redundancy, etc. All that Salesforce builds is built on top of their amazing infrastructure. Then, here is where we identify the first split in the Salesforce architecture. You see, some applications that Salesforce provides are built on what's called the Salesforce platform. It is a low-code environment which is completely customizable and extremely flexible, letting companies build whatever applications they want on top of it. It's made of objects or data tables and certain features that leverage those objects. It is extremely powerful. But throughout the years, Salesforce also purchased many companies that used other technologies than the one provided by the Salesforce platform. Those softwares are still plugged in the Salesforce cloud infrastructure, but do not work in the same way and require a new learning curve for you to understand how they work, as the paradigms are different. Let's start by talking about what's built on the platform, then we will go back to the non-platform applications. Salesforce leverages its own low-code technology to build what it calls native clouds. Those native clouds bring forth specific features, for example, related to sales or related to service applications. A few years ago, Salesforce expanded their native clouds with vertical business solutions. Those are solutions that customize their native clouds to very specific industries, like the healthcare industry, the financial industry, or the manufacturing industry. This dramatically reduces the time and resources that companies in those sectors have to spend in order to customize Salesforce to their industry. Now, just to give you a sense of which solutions are not part of the Salesforce platform, here are 3 examples: Marketing Cloud, Commerce Cloud, and Analytics. Those solutions are Salesforce acquisitions of other companies' technologies, and thus were not built on top of the Salesforce platform, but they still leverage the Salesforce's cloud infrastructure. In this course, we are focusing on the Service Native Cloud, and won't be discussing any vertical solutions. 2 of the main concepts you will encounter when working on the platform and specifically in Service Cloud are the concepts of objects and records. Here is Salesforce's definition of what objects and records are. Objects represent database tables that contain your organization's information. For example, the central object in the Salesforce data model represents accounts, companies and organizations involved with your business, such as customers, partners, and competitors. The term record describes a particular occurrence of an object, such as a specific account like IBM or United Airlines that is represented by an account object. A record is analogous to a row in a database table. So now what I want to do is discuss exactly what are the main objects you will find in the Salesforce Service Cloud objects. Some of those objects are specific to the Service Cloud, and you won't find them in the Sales Cloud, for example. What I also want to do is to follow the life cycle of a case or support ticket in the Salesforce Service Cloud. The most important of the objects we will encounter in Salesforce Service Cloud is the account. An account is how you record information about the companies you work with. Those could be your clients, potential clients, providers, but also your subsidiaries and your competitors. To accounts, we link one or multiple contacts. A contact is how you record information about the physical persons that you interact with in your account. For example, those could be stakeholders in an account you work with or end users in a company that you have to support. Those people may have questions about how to use your product or service. And we also got an object for that, the case, also known in other softwares as a ticket or support ticket. Just like the contact, it will be linked back to its account so that we can track which customer this request is about. A case is where you record information about the support and troubleshooting requests from your customers, partners, etc. Those are generally known as support tickets and can also be used internally at your company. Finally, in order to resolve our case, we need access to the knowledge base that contains the articles on how to resolve the problems our contacts may face. This is exactly what the article object is for. Articles capture information about your company's products and services that you want to make available in your knowledge base. They also give guidance to your agents to help them resolve specific types of cases. And those are the most important objects you will work with in Service Cloud. Next up, we will discuss how we can support Globomantic's service process with the features the Service Cloud has to offer.